So seldom in my life have I been almost at a loss for words, but this is one of them. And by an extraordinary error of judgment, I chose to make my speaking notes tonight in ink. I'd like to start by acknowledging the first people of this great country, to pay my respects to their elders past and present, wherever we as Australians are all gathered. Tomorrow we will celebrate what it means to be Australian, but it will, for some of our Indigenous brothers and sisters, be a day of emotional conflict, and we can celebrate and commemorate but still respect those views. I do want to thank two families, my own, my wonderful sons Tim, Sam and Ben, my glorious wife Gail, who is the bedrock of my life and yet every day still describes the horizon that we travel to on every day. I also want to acknowledge the Army family. During my time as Chief, we formed a contract with the nation. I'm not going to recite it to you tonight, but it finished in one memorable line, and it speaks to me now, after 37 years of service. I am an Australian soldier, always. You are magnificent in your courage and what you give to this country. Now, I'd like to begin by agreeing with the Prime Minister, a wise step perhaps. It is an extraordinary time to be an Australian, but I need to give it qualified agreement. For reasons beyond education or professional qualifications or willingness to contribute or a desire to be a part of our society and our community, too many of our fellow Australians are denied the opportunity to reach their potential. It happens because of their gender, because of the God they believe in, because of their racial heritage, because they're not able-bodied, because of their sexual orientation. And we as a nation, looking forward to the future, realising the extraordinary contributions that we can all make, should be able to give them the chance to reach their potential, because when they do, we all benefit. And that's what true diversity is about, and why I am so passionate about it and so honoured to have been chosen as your Australian of the Year in 2016. And so I think it only fair to name the three areas that I would like to give my greatest support to. The first is to continue the work done by the most remarkable woman, Rosie Batty. She has set a benchmark for us all, and the scourge of domestic violence, which faces us as one of our great social issues, won't be solved in a year, maybe in 50 or 100 years, but it is up to us in our lifetimes to do something about it. And I look forward to contributing to her great work. The second area is diversity. And as the chair of the Diversity Council Australia, I know what we can do when we give everyone a fair go. But in a country that prides itself on its egalitarianism, I can't explain why there is a gender pay gap in this country between men and women across all professions of 17.8%, and worse in many of the professions that we are all proud to be part of. That needs to end. And finally, and with great respect to those who don't share my views, and recognising our proud history of European settlement in this country and beyond, over 200 years and more, I will lend my voice to the Republican movement in this country. It is time, I think, to at least revisit the question so that we can stand both free and fully independent amongst the community of nations. Thank you for placing so much trust in me. I look forward to being your Australian of the Year in 2016. God bless everybody.